Yeah, Brandon always ends up becoming a really awesome character in RimWorld. Like, there was that one time I think he was our chef and our surgeon once. And that was really successful, actually. He was quite good at both. I think we also once had a chef surgeon that I think might have been Doug, who was also a melee fighter. So you'd, like, butcher people. That was pretty cool. Right, I need to turret hunt more. Right, we pick up that monkey. We don't have that turret done. Do we not have the steel for it? Probably not. Well, we need to get Ash back on mining then. Don't want to mine out that whole wall or else we'll have an opening. And even if I put a stone wall there, they might try and bash through it rather than funnel through our opening. So I'm probably going to leave that steel there forever. Hey, Mandyland. You once played to the point where you had a really good soldier. Then in one fight, both of his eyes were torn out, nose destroyed, and arms blown off, and he was still walking around shooting people, getting headshots. Yeah, the game is still not fully released. It's in Alpha 10 right now. It's got its oddities. Alright, what I want to do with this. I don't want any food in here. Don't need silver, gold, or uranium in here. And I'll take anything of normal quality and higher. So basically it's the same as this one. But we're going to get rid of that stockpile there so that we don't have things decaying outside, especially like this amazing survival rifle, which in fact one of us should be using. I think you're our best shot, unfortunately. Oh no, it might be you. Yeah, Hernandez is not even a terribly good shot, and he's our best shot. So when he wakes up on his way to the dining room in the morning, I'm going to have him pick up that rifle. There we go. So he's gonna have to be our sniper for now. Not a great one, but it'll do. It'll do, pig. It'll do. The quote that I like way too much. It has a similar art style to Prison Architect, yeah. The game is, the art style was endorsed by the people who made Prison Architect. Tynan Sylvester, the guy who makes this game, said that he did this art style as a placeholder because he doesn't really know how to draw. But then the Prison Architect guy said they really like it, and gave him the thumbs up, so he decided to keep using it. Which I think is really cool. Go haul that cloth. In fact, Hernandez, you're able to haul. I want you to have a higher hauling priority than other things. Just so we got someone doing it. Whenever you're not farming, you can be hauling. Because God, we need that badly. Now, it's going to be a little bit harder keeping this room frozen, because people are opening and closing the doors so much for travel. It's still worth it, though. I might end up putting an extra freezer or cooler in there. It does take up a lot of power to do, though. Bloodhound, can you haul things? No. Shit, I really want to just haul this stuff straight into the freezer so we don't have to open the door to the outside so much. Ash is doing a great job of their mining. And he's hauling all that to a stockpile. Good. And we got the turret up on each wall now has its own turret. Perfect. We also need to get a prison soon. Doesn't need to be as big. I don't want it to be too terribly far away from the longhouse because that's where our food will be, and people will have to move the food from either storage or the kitchen to the prison. I usually like to give the prisoners their own food paste thing so they can get themselves meals at any time, but the warden will often end up bringing them meals anyway. Are you still playing Haven and Hearth? Kind of yes and kind of no. We've been having a lot of griefing problems, mostly because since I'm like the most popular guy on YouTube to be doing Haven and Hearth, a lot of the really old douchebag players like to try and track me down and come by and just kind of wreck shit, and I have to go around fixing it a lot. And the other thing is just that I don't have much time to invest in it anymore because I can't record as much as I used to. Also, Haven and Hearth's huge update is coming out in a month or two that completely changes the art asset of the game, and it's likely going to come with an entire world wipe, which means we'd basically be starting over when that happens. So, it's probably on hiatus until the update hits. Actually, you know what? Don't haul that away, because that makes it harder for people to run up and bash it. We do have a pretty good village right now on Haven and Hearth, for one that has no metal. We've been working on it. I logged in today and saw someone bash down... Was it? Some asshole bashed down my wall, broke my hearth fire, and my bed trying to kill me in my sleep. I, of course, saw that he had done this and left, that he failed to kill me, and he did it entirely because of the YouTube series, of course, because it's already floating out there, my location on the world map, so people can go and find it really easily. I send the map location to people who follow me. You don't need to wear a hat, but okay. I send it out to people who join the village, so that they know where I am. But assholes come by and try and kill me and stuff anyway, so I had to go out there, I had to remake my hearth fire, and I'm gonna have to rebuild the wall later, the part that they bashed. It's a little bit frustrating. Dying is all part of the game, but when people intentionally hunt you down just because you're on YouTube playing the game, it's frustrating, because think about how I've had so many people start playing the game entirely because they found me playing it on YouTube. And these really old players who are just unconquerable because they've been playing so long, it's been so long since a restart, that there's nothing you can do about these guys. And they'll hunt you down just because you're new blood, and they want to be like, oh, I beat up the guy on YouTube. Real big man you are. Just killing off the game even more, making less and less people want to play it. What kind of fun is that? And I talked to some of these people, because a few raiders actually talked to me. They're like, we don't kill low-level people because it's not any fun. So I just talked to this person for quite a while, because he's basically just a griefer. I talked to him for a while, and I was like, you know, I get why you fight people who are strong like you. That's really fun. Like, that's a big part of the game. But why do people like you go around and just harass YouTubers? Like, you tracked me down and broke into my place to talk to me entirely because I'm on YouTube. And he's like, it's fun to track you down. I was like, how much time did you waste on this? Like, you spent days trying to track me down just to bash down my door and say hi? You could have just messaged me. Like, I'm not a hard guy to reach. Newsflash, add me on Steam, and I'll talk to you. Steam message me, I'll talk to you. Sometimes I'm busy, and I'm not a very chatty guy, but you can reach me, I'll read what you say, and I'll say stuff back. Like, you don't need to bash down my fucking door in the video game after spending days to track down where I am. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, Haven and Hearth itself as a game is really, really fucking cool. Amazingly well made. I'm surprised they don't monetize it, but I'm sure it's legal reasons, because he does some of the music assets are from other games, like Link to the Past is where he got his Discovery sound effect. But with this new update, who knows? Maybe it'll be completely new assets, and maybe there'll be a payment system. I don't know. I would gladly pay even like $30, $40 one-time payment for that game. I've gotten so many hours of enjoyment out of that game. I love that game. Maybe he was a fanboy of me. He wasn't. In fact, one of the guys who hung out with him was a guy that I had met years ago when I used to play when I was much smaller on YouTube, who was just this really big, strong guy who walked by, and he was like, hey, I see you're starting up a village here. Like, is everything going okay? Have you had any issues? I was like, no, but thanks for asking. And he came by this time, and he's with this other raider guy, and he's like, yeah, we're raiders. And I was like, why didn't you kill me when you met me, like, years ago? And he's like, I knew I recognized you from somewhere. Like, and he's like, I didn't kill you because I just don't kill low-level people, because it's not any fun. I'd rather they build up and then we fight. And I was like, I met you playing this game years ago. Do you just play this game, like, every day? Like, some people are just, this is the only video game they play. It's crazy. Okay, so we have hospital beds done. I think I'm actually going to go for mortars now, because I want to have the capability of fighting people from afar. It'll be really useful for if people start trying to siege us, we can siege them back. Anyway, I think I'm actually going to go on a quick 5-minute break here. So, we're going to have a 5-minute break real quick. I'm going to play some advertisements and everything. If you want to support me, turn off ad block so that I get paid for the advertisements. I could use the money. Don't know if you can tell from the one-room condo with my mother, but I could use the money. And if you'd rather keep your ad block on, then I humbly request maybe you subscribe to me here on Hitbox so that I make some money despite you not seeing the ads. I think that's a fair trade-off, and plus, you get special emoticons for any of you in the chat who are subscribed, which I see 1 or 2 of you are on my other monitor here. If you click that little emoticon icon, the smiley face at the bottom of your chat menu, you can use all of the Mah-Dry-Bread stream unique emotes if you want to. Anyways, be back in a few minutes. Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's do some more RimWorld. What is this? Muffalo leather, okay. It's always weird to me that Muffalo leather is blue, considering when you see Muffalo, they're white, but that's just the white fur, so I guess they got blue skin under the white fur. I got a question for the chat. There are 40 of you here. With 9 of you not having accounts, those 9 of you, you should make an account and log in, join in the chat, have some fun. But the Europa Universalis IV, that video game. Any of you in the chat played it? And if so, what are your opinions on that game? I picked it up recently on g2a.com, so I got it on discount, which is nice. I don't have any of the DLC for it, other than, like, Women in History, which is a free DLC they added. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. The DLC is crazy expensive. I'm probably going to wait for that to go on sale. I'm definitely going to wait for that to go on sale. Yeah, Europa Universalis IV. It's a Paradox Interactive game. Same guys who made, oh, they made so many things. Crusader Kings 2 is the series they made. I actually have a video on Crusader Kings 2 coming out tomorrow. I'm starting a playthrough of it. Europa Universalis IV is one of those games that look really intimidating and maybe even a little boring when you see a video of it and you haven't played that kind of game before. But I put my skepticism aside and gave it a try, and it is so addictive. It's actually got a really good tutorial, and it's really fun. DLC makes the map huge. I don't know how I could make it any bigger. The world, I mean, it's the whole world for me right now. I've been playing as Muscovy, trying to reunite Russia, and I've been having my colonists start going through all of Siberia, because I want to, you know, take all of Siberia. And I know that, like, if I wanted to, I could send an explorer on a ship and go across to the New World and start, like, you know, colonizing the Great Lakes where I live and everything, you know? The Iroquois. Oh, God, it's so cool. Oh, we need a support beam in here. Forgot that you need a support beam if it's big enough. Let's just have that, you know, right here will actually do just fine. There's a opening in the roof there, and it's not good for our medicine getting rained on and losing durability. Can you get a link to Haven and Hearth? If you go to one of my Haven and Hearth videos, then you can check out the description, and I'll have a link to my forum post where I link both the game and instructions on how to download and install the entire thing, because it's a little bit complicated. So I've got a whole tutorial on that for you. That was a misclick. Setting up another cabin because we actually don't have enough. And you know what? In fact, we need more than one, but I'll set the next one up to build after this one's done, so they don't just waste the resources doing both, like half of both at once. Are you gonna stream Europa? I might. I don't know if I want to play through that or stream that. Maybe a bit of both, like RimWorld. Or like what I used to do through RimWorld. With RimWorld now, it's basically completely streaming, because it's really fun naming people after the colonists. People seem to really like that. And I have a lot of fun with that. I don't know, it just adds some urgency, you know? It's fun. Okay, you really need to get that, that support beam done, because we have very little medicine. There, support beam done. We don't have rain filling up our warehouse. The person has not joined the colony yet. Lily is still on the fence. She's in a good mood, though. She is above the amount you need for recruiting. She hates the hideous environment. The longhouse counts as hideous because it's hard to tell in the stream, probably, but the ground is covered in dirt, and then there's also blood. If we use the beautification menu thing here, little +1s for bare spots on the ground, then like huge negative modifiers for dirt and blood. We have had many wounded people walk through here. We have a cobra living in our freezer. We really should take care of that at some point. Oh, sweet. I'm happy you're playing H&H right now. Eating all the mushrooms lives in our village. I'm actually looking to have more people move into the village. If you guys want to move into the village, just go over onto the forum and go to the computer games section, and you'll see some Haven and Hearth topics, or you can start your own Haven and Hearth topic and just chat a little bit there, and I'll send you an invite privately. I just don't want to open up the floodgate right now. Yeah, I know. It's a really small indie game, so a lot of software is paranoid about it, but trust me, it's fine. The Ender client is not a virus. Everyone uses it. Okay, we're actually running out of tasks right now. Oops. Man, it's humid today. Hey chat, I got a question. I know I got some Canadians in the chat. I do have a fairly big Canadian viewer base. How many of you live in Toronto, Ontario? You know, the only place in Canada that people from outside of Canada knows exists, other than Vancouver. How many of you live in Toronto? Will you ever stream Haven and Hearth? Probably. I don't know, maybe. It's one of those slow over time games. Yes, Vancouver is in Canada. It's on the west coast of Canada. It's in British Columbia. Retro says, I know of Quebec and Ontario. Well, neither of those are cities. Those are provinces. To make the crew get a happy bonus, make the room 6x6 or 7x4. Yeah, I do 6x6. That's why I do 7x7 walls, so the interior is 6x6. Or is it 1, 2, 3, 4... Wait, is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I actually do 5x5. Does that not count as spacious? No, spacious interior. They're fine. 5x5 works, I guess. Yeah, Vancouver exists. Oh no, it's because you spelled it wrong. Okay. You thought Vancouver was in France? No, it's Canadian. There might be a Vancouver in France. I mean, there's a Paris and a London in Canada. I used to live in Hamilton right before the move. There's a Hamilton in many countries. I know definitely for sure the United States and England both have multiple Hamiltons. That's a fairly common name for a city. Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, though, is a very major part in Canadian history. It was almost our capital for an amount of time, and it's also kind of the production capital of Canada. If this were a game of Civ 4, then Hamilton would be the place with all of the mines and the farms that is producing all of your cool shit. Canada was part of France. French Canada is the majority of our origin, and then there was the mixture of the English coming in, and also the English conquered French Canada at some point. Canada was unofficially New France, and it was also unofficially New England at a point. Canada, for those who don't know, Canada only gained its independence in the 1980s, but it was more formality of anything. I mean, we're still part of the English Empire, for lack of a better term. I think it technically still holds that name legally. We're still part of the Empire, and we're happily so. We have our independence, which we didn't really fight for that much, honestly. It's more of a cultural thing than anything. We are very happy staying with the English. We're quite successful and happy under their rule, really. It's kind of a cultural thing of, we did really become our own thing over time, and we wanted to be acknowledged as our own thing, but we very much keep our strong ties with England. Yeah, we're still part of the Commonwealth and everything.